Empire X-Men issue 2 finds the mutants confronting Horticulture, with Angel not sure how they use the Krakoan gate, but they are to leave since Genosha is being invaded by aliens. Angel introduces himself to the women, who tell him to step aside since they have work to do. One plans on gathering samples of everything as they all attack the Kotati, betting this is all the work of a chimera with roots on multiple planets. The women kill the Kotati, apologizing to it since they picked the wrong planet, as Earth has had enough problems to deal with in the last little bit. The women go to see if they can try and find an officer, but Angel tells them that they are leaving. One of the women sprays him in the face with a green gas, which turns Angel into their loyal servant, making Warren see the women as beautiful younger versions of themselves. Magik says that she thought the women were cool when they killed the Kotati, but now they just suck, as Penance tells her they cannot divide their attention between them and the Kotati, and she needs to get them out of there quickly. Horticulture warns them of the gas's dispersal in the sea breeze of the island, as Jamie holds his breath to prevent the gas from affecting him, but it soon does. Magik cuts one of the women's hover chairs in half, demanding the old woman release her friends or she will become the #1 cause of death for women over 65. The women call for Multiple Man, who lifts the hover chair, carrying it around as Penance warns them that the zombie horde is coming. One of the women gets Angel to lift her high into the sky so she can see as the X-Men and Horticulture battle through the horde. A Kotati strike leader calls into command, telling them that their resistance in the island is more than anticipated. Penance tells him to withdraw now and they will live, wondering if Sunfire should be called in to blast the place from orbit. Magik grabs the Kotati, telling him to get his men back on their ship and leave, since the X-Men have killed 1 billion broccolis and they can do it again. Horticulture attack the Kotati again, taking more pieces of them as samples as Multiple Man gets Edith to safety. The Kotati order the areas to be cleansed by detonating the ship, as Penance agrees to a truce with one of the old ladies. Magik says they need to stop the ship from exploding, opening up a portal to Limbo and summoning demons to help eat all of the plants and zombies. In the Kotati warship, the Strike Force leader rushes through the halls, chased by a zombie who says that he isn't finished his salad yet. He finds the Kotati in the command room, knowing he's trying to initiate the self-destruct, which is something he's looking forward to since he can't kill what's already dead. The Kotati says that his race cannot kill itself, they can only retreat and adapt and find a way to grow again, stronger than before. The ship begins morphing, turning into vines which soon spread out through the soil, killing zombies before forming into a seed pod. Penance and Jamie become trapped inside along with 2 of the older women, and the mutants try and get in, but even Magik's sword cannot penetrate the shield around the pod. On Krakoa, Black Tom is contacted by Sage, learning of the incident on Genosha. He goes to investigate the gate, finding it shining red and saying that he and the island don't like the smell of this, but they have other ways of seeing what's on the other side. Back on the island, the pollen and grime on Angel's suit gathers on his shoulder, turning into a mini Black Tom, who soon spots the seed pod. The old women continue to gather samples as Angel takes little Tom down to see Magik. Angel tells her not to ask how, but a mini Black Tom has manifested on his shoulder and is asking to speak to her. She warns Angel to stay away from the old woman and the gas, but Warren says that they don't seem to be old to him. Black Tom asks what the situation is, learning of the 3 hostile parties on the island as well as the Kotati warship initiating a self-destruct sequence, and how Jamie and Penance and 2 of the old women are stuck inside the giant seed pod. She asks if the women know more about the plants, learning that it is an invasive species, hence why Magik's powers won't work on them. To get rid of it though, they might need to kill everything in the area, including themselves. However, they might be able to make a targeted plant killer if they had a lab, utilizing black walnut trees. Black Tom gets the message and gets to work, as on Krakoa he activates the Krakoan organic defense system along with Magik unleashing her power. Angel thinks it's working, but the women notice it's just made the pod grow that much quicker. Multiple Man manages to get free of the pod, telling the teams to stop attacking since they have almost killed Penance. Magik realizes that she forgot about the draw of her powers powers since Krakoa feeds on psychic energy. Angered, she teleports the old women into a void, but Angel rushes in after them, becoming trapped as well. Magik says she won't let them out until they release the gate, since they are the ones who hijacked it and cut them off from support. The women agree to reopen the gate, as on Krakoa, Magik's voice is heard by the island, saying their war captain calls the X-Men to battle, wanting all available psychics to report to Genosha. Without a moment's wait, a group of the most powerful psychics, led by Kid Omega, arrive to push the Katati and the zombies off the island. Empire X-Men issue 2 continued the wild and action-packed Plants vs Mutant Zombies vs Old Women vs X-Men storyline, again letting Jonathan Hickman use the Empire event to help build his own storylines with horticulture, as well as the stuff he was doing with Scarlet Witch in the first issue. It's always great when two events or storylines can work together like this, and it's even better that it all just makes sense as well. It all fits like a really neat puzzle together. I loved we also got a little bit more of the old women this time, learning their tricks of the trade, as well as building the mysteries surrounding their real motivations behind gathering samples and how they know all of the stuff, how they're able to work the gates and everything. Lucas Wernick's art again is really lovely, and his huge battle scenes that he paints here are really great, and there's a great scale to them, and it just made the characters look really damn good as well. Everything in this book looks really damn good. I'm gonna give this issue a 10 out of 10.